Welcome to Sisterknit.
I'm Rebekah.
I'm Elisa.
And I'm Abby, the sister who doesn't knit.
We thought it would be fun to take Abby along to the podcast today as an honorary guest as we go through all of the things that we knit in 2025. We're trying to get her into knitting, so maybe she'll see how fun it is if we have her on here.
Yeah. And we thought we'd also get her, from a non-knitter's perspective, some hot takes on some of the objects we made.
Maybe the things that we knit are secretly really ugly and we just are blind to it. We'll see, we'll see. We have quite a few finished objects. We knit a lot of things this year. Quite a few things were also gift knits though, so I don't think we'll include those because we don't have them here. It's a bunch of baby hats or things that's boring to talk about 5 times. So we'll just talk about our garments and then the few accessories and things that we still have that were for us that weren't for gifts.
We might even rate what our favorites were at the end, just on what was most wearable and most enjoyable to make, and the least enjoyable to wear and least enjoyable to make.
If you are looking for more details on the knitting process, you can look at our past videos for that. I think we'll just kind of skim over some of the things here because there's not enough time to go in detail on every single knit. But we'll have the information like the designer and the yarns and stuff like that in the description if you're curious.
Without further ado,
Take it away, Abby.
Abby, what is our first knit?
Right. There's so many to choose from.
We're going with Abby's what she likes.
All right. So this one is the Fennel Sea Jacket by Florence Miller. I knitted up in North Bay Fibers Elemental and the K&C Cloudpaca. Rest in peace, Joanne's. And the star of the show, of course, is those buttons that I got from Dandelion. I knitted up last January as a sweater to wear for my birthday. And I think I finished it the morning of my birthday.
Yes.
So I got to wear it. It was a very fun one. I liked it. Did you have any thoughts on it?
Oh, yeah, what's your hot take other than you liked it?
I was surprised Elisa chose that color.
Fair.
I was as well.
Very bold for Elisa. The buttons are so cute. I love the buttons.
But also, I don't think I've worn it that much because of the bold color choice.
Also true.
So, it was fun to step out of my boundaries, but yeah, I think I've maybe worn it 5 times.
Another favorite.
That is the George's sweater, and it's fun that Abby picked it out because I made it to wear to her wedding. I was a terrible sister because I was finishing it the morning of her wedding. So another very similar situation, but yes, it is the George's sweater. I use Biches Bûches Mohair. Soft silk mohair.
No, Le Petit silk and Mohair.
They always make it so
the names are so
top.
long.
But in the color Norwegian red. And it is my favorite for sure. I wore it for Christmas. Classic. You can wear it with this being the back, so the bow in the back, or having a V in the front and you kind of wrap it around yourself. One of my favorites for sure.
Very versatile. I think it was perfect for the wedding because it did rain. So it was cold and she needed this for sure.
Yeah.
And looked perfect on Christmas.
It's true.
Well, thanks.
I love the bow
It's true.
detail. And the split at the bottom.
Oh, yes. Our snake tongues.
It's cute. I really like it.
I might redo that.
You
I don't
did one of them
know.
different than the other one.
I'm trying to decide if I like it more than if it was just to a normal decrease. But
I don't think you really see it from a distance.
Yeah.
No. I just noticed it while I'm holding it. But
And you definitely didn't have time to redo them the day of the wedding. So it was well,
Definitely
it is
not.
so nice.
it's wearable.
Yeah.
Steam blocked it.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a little rushed, but it was good.
Okay.
Oh, no, this isn't the one that you have the same.
No, well.
Well.
We'll get into that. I also love that there's no real order to this.
No, I was like, do we go chronological? What's the game plan here?
Yes.
And we're like, let's just let Abby pick. And we'll just go off of whatever Abby wants. As the baby of the family, that's normally how it goes, right?
Absolutely. This is my first time seeing this, I think. Have you worn it?
She wore it once.
Twice.
Right?
I've worn it twice. I
Where?
wore it twice.
I
wore it
was
to
not
church.
there.
You must have been working that day.
Okay.
I did wear
So
it.
I've not seen this before.
So
I love it.
this is my Tessellated Vest by Andrea Mowry. Let's see, what did I use? I used Quince & Co. Chickadee. And Spincycle dyed in the wool. And Fiber MacGyver Surrey Silk Lace. I just finished this one in November, so not that long ago. So that's part of why it hasn't gotten a lot of wear. It was definitely a process to knit, which is why Rebekah hasn't finished hers yet.
Yes, I've officially decided it's on hibernation until, here's the deal, like I could say until the spring when it'd be more wearable, but also Elisa and I are pregnant.
We're gonna be super pregnant in the spring.
Wait, was that just the announcement?
No. We've
But
but unless they haven't,
is that the way you guys announced it?
unless you haven't seen our past videos, we are 2 weeks apart.
Your reaction was as if you were finding out right now.
Wait, what?
What?
I have known. I was aware of this prior to this video.
So in the spring, I'm gonna have a pretty huge belly, so I don't think I'll be able to wear it. Anyways, so it's just in hibernation because I was not having fun.
Wait, I want to know your thoughts on it, Abby.
It's more your style for sure. I do really like the gradient that's happening in the background. That it's not, I don't know if it shows up well. Yeah, that it's not just one color with the other color. I like that a lot.
Because I think this is one where like my perspective of like it was such a slog to knit. Now I'm like, I don't like it because of that. Because it was so arduous that I'm kind of like, mixed feelings about it. But you weren't the one knitting it and you think it's good?
Well, of course I think it's good. It looks beautiful.
Thanks.
I don't know if I would have picked
This color
the
combo?
color combo.
Yeah.
But I think
You
it works.
just can't tell how it's going to turn out
You really don't know.
until you put it together.
And do you need to wear a shirt underneath it, or is this like good?
I have because,
It's cold.
yeah.
That checks out. Yeah, I would too. It doesn't seem like a summer knit though, so like
Yeah, it is
you can't
wool.
really not wear a shirt under.
Yeah.
Speaking of summer knit,
Yes.
Wow.
I have a lot of those. Yes, this
So
is
colorful.
the Ridge Tank.
Oh, who is it by? Bluebird Pine.
Bluebird Pine. Alyssa has a better memory than me. So I made this with the Mandarin Petit by Sandgrain in the color jelly bean green. And it was very fun to make. And this like little texture is just such a simple way to add more detail to knit without adding too much complexity. It's just like rows of pearls and then knit stitch.
And it's not a garter, but it looks like some of it could be almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one I use every single bit of yarn. Like I was casting off the neckline and I had to take my little loose end that I needed to weave in and cut that off, tied it to finish it. So
It's a little tight to get over the head.
but I love that one a lot.
It's really cute.
it definitely will be a little short for your pregnant belly, but
That's okay.
That's all right.
it'll be all right. Yeah, maybe one more. What do you call it? Skein. Skein.
Yeah.
Of
no,
yarn.
that was good. That was good.
Thank you. I've been watching.
Wow.
But we had gotten it in Denmark, so there was no getting one more skein.
No, that was it. That was all. Very bold color, as is
Are we
expected of
We're not surprised
Rebekah.
by that. No.
Not surprised. This is a really tough job.
Okay, this is my Porcelain Sweater by Lynette. I think this might be one of my top, spoiler for the end of the video, this might be one of my top knits for 2025. If you are really, really good at remembering, you'll realize, or if you just look at our past videos, I was wearing an unfinished version of this in our Everything We Knit in 2024 because I had finished it as like a vest by the end of the year and had worn it for Christmas, but it was officially finished in January, I believe.
Yep.
And it's so fun. The interesting thing is though, we totally got the gauge wrong on this. I don't know where we misread. The pattern calls for 10 Peer Gynt and 10 silk mohair. So it's like the thin version of Peer Gynt and a silk mohair, which would be like a fingering and a mohair. So a DK weight overall. And we read it as like regular Peer Gynt and a mohair. So we use DK plus mohair, and so it is thick.
Yeah.
But I kind of really like it.
And surprisingly, you can still regulate temperature in it.
Yeah.
So this is my colorway. And this was the first sweater I ever made, so I'm very ambitious.
What a flex.
And
What a flex.
it was so fun.
It's beautiful. I love that you guys are matching. And I was looking back at Christmas Eve from last year, and it was the unfinished versions.
Mhm.
And Alyssa, I think you had like tied off the sleeve, and Becca had not.
Oh yeah, Alyssa added like a little detail to make it look finished.
Yeah.
And mine just like rolled in, and there was probably loose threads. I just kept sticking it. But
I think if anything were to get me to knit, it'd be that I get to match with you guys, because I am quite jealous of these two beautiful, like 2 different colors, but they're just matching enough,
yes,
but not twinning.
well, I will
I
say
love it.
for our first sweater pattern, it was really
So
easy to
cool.
follow. The
Mhm.
color work patterns were really enjoyable to do. I would definitely practice though with doing color work with how you're going to carry over the yarn. I think my gauge is a lot tighter, so it kind of does that
Yeah.
bubbling out. I have to kind of block it quite often to get it to stop doing that. It is pretty small though, so I think I need to just lengthen. the
Yeah, your
and
sleeves are a little bit
stuffs,
shorter than
and then I
mine.
would wear it more.
Because even like holding them up, like mine is longer than yours
Yeah.
in the body and the sleeves. But I ran out of yarn like 3 times because we didn't realize the mistake until the end. And so I was like, why do I keep running out of, like, we're bad at math, but we're not that bad at math. Like, how did I underbuy yarn so many times? And it's because I was holding it double. And anyways,
Yes, we learned a lot.
we learned a lot. Yeah. But we love them.
Very beautiful project. This is probably one of my favorites.
What colors would you do if you were to make one?
That's such a tough question. It seems wintry, so I do really love the blue that you did.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd want to throw in some form of red.
I was kind of thinking that you could totally rock it in a
You
red.
could do like a maroon with a light blue. I love that color combination.
Maroon and light blue.
Or maroon and cream.
Yes.
I've seen one in maroon and
Yeah.
cream.
I would definitely look at like Norwegian
Yeah.
print inspo
Yeah.
and draw colors from that, because that's kind of the vibe I get from this.
Yeah.
It's like Norwegian.
I was
Modern
looking at
Scandinavian.
Norwegian Olympic sweaters last night.
I think that might be. We should do that for our Christmas knits. Yes, next year. And then have my little ones for babies.
The issue was the pattern was in Norwegian, and as we know, I don't speak Norwegian, so
None
it's a
of
little
us do.
tricky.
Falling in the crack. There he is.
Speaking of little knits for your babies.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening on this hanger.
This was just
I
a
don't know what's
bunch of
going on.
things. Let's do this one, then we can both talk about it.
Okay.
Mine is also on like the loose hanger.
We can just...
We'll hold ours.
Here's one of the few baby knits that were not gift knits because they're for our babies. So this is the Blossom Romper by Manalita Knits.
Good memory.
Wow, we used Knitting for Olive cotton merino, and they're like so, I don't know, airy and light, and yeah.
I think this is a little bit prophetic on how big our babies are going to be.
Stop it.
Alyssa's like, going to have a huge baby.
We don't know that for sure. It's just a sneaking suspicion.
There's statistics, but
I love, okay, you didn't have the buttons on in the last podcast where you
that's
showed
true.
it. She's got little flower buttons.
I feel like flowers can go for boys too, because
Yeah.
we're waiting to find out the gender. So, I think it's cute.
but no buttons
either
on
way.
the bottom.
No, because I think I'm gonna do snaps.
She's gonna be
at,
smart.
at Dandelion convinced us. She said,
She's like, I've had kids.
Just-
You
just
don't
do
want real
snaps.
buttons. You want snaps.
yeah. So I'm gonna add snaps at the bottom.
Also, will you replace yours for snaps?
We'll see. That's a lot of work because then I gotta unsew the buttons and sew the snaps in. It's gonna fit for a whole 2 weeks, right? You know?
Maybe not even at all. We'll see.
I have that odds, but I feel like Alyssa's will fit.
This better fit.
Some baby.
Someone's baby.
My
but
baby
maybe
does not fit
your
into
own.
this. I'm gonna cry.
Did you guys
Anyways.
knit the same size and it just happened to be like this?
Yeah. So maybe
Okay.
just showing off how different
How
our
different we
gauge
are.
is, but
I think I didn't have a 3mm, only like a 3.25. I was like, whatever. So I just knit with what I
I
have.
just can't wait for a little like our baby
just so
photo
matching.
when they're newborns and they're gonna be wearing these.
That'd be cute. That'd be fun. This is my other baby knit. This is the Moby Sweater Baby by Petit Knit, and I used some Pure Gint in the color Arctic Ice. And I started knitting this the day I found out I was pregnant, because I was like, oh my gosh, I need. And it like didn't quite feel real, you know? And so I was like, I'm just gonna knit a baby thing. My baby's probably never gonna wear this, because this is the 0 to 3 months, because that's all the yarn that I had. And he's gonna be born in May, and this is wool. So I don't think that it's ever gonna.
Unless we have a very cold May.
That's true. It is Minnesota.
Babies get cold, so
Could happen, but it was for cutes, and it was really fun. So, and I just love the Moby pattern. So
did you
there's
knit that in like a big form?
Yes,
Am I forgetting? Is it up here?
that is up there. We can get to it when we get to it.
We can do it next,
don't
because
I see
Elisa
it, okay.
probably made more stuff than me.
I don't know. A couple, but not much.
Yeah.
And then the other thing on this hanger is like my only accessory this year. It is the Scarlet Headband by Ella Balance. And I have gotten a lot of wear out of this winter, because I put my hair up in a ponytail all the time, and then I can't wear a hat. Like, it just doesn't work. And so this has been perfect, and it's like you knit it as like a tube, and so you get this like double knit thickness, and it is so soft. You like folded it all together, and then I sewed it.
You sewed, or is that knit?
Well, like I sewed it closed, so that way
Didn't
we
know
would
you
have
needed
this
sewing
little.
skills for knitting.
No, only to do that.
I don't know if I can do this.
Shoot. If you wanted to make this, I would sew it for you, okay?
Teamwork. I like it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's super soft and super cozy, and I really like it.
I do too.
don't
I
know
want
how we're
one
gonna
for
get these
myself.
to fit back.
I always forget about accessories. Like, it's now winter, and now I'm like, I really want a scarf.
I really want a scarf.
Hat, and I really want gloves.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't want to knit a scarf. That's
but I'm
so much
so
work.
far in the sweater game right now. I just can't.
And now we're like halfway through winter. I'm like, I'm hardly gonna finish a scarf before it's spring,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna be too bored by it.
Becca, do you want to talk about your
Scarf.
accessory?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Your scarf?
Here's my scarf. Well, it's not really enough of a scarf for the winter, but
No.
it's cute, and you can wear it in all seasons. So this is the scarf number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear in the bandana size, and I used cashmere. So it's luxurious. I love it. Yeah.
Have you worn it as a bandit? I've only seen you wear it around your
No,
neck.
I haven't. I feel like I just don't know how to like not look cottagecore.
Cottagecore is in, and it's cute.
Yeah, but I'm not quite cottagecore. Let you guys decide. We tried to do this before, or I feel like kind of piratey. I think you have to stick out the ears, right?
It's the wrong color for pirate.
Okay, well, when you make that face,
Rebekah, did you pick that color inspired by Elisa picking this color?
No,
Or not involved?
not involved.
she was looking at like 3 in the store.
Yep. I remember saying to Elisa I was gonna do light blue, and then she was like, "Yeah, you should do light blue." And then I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do purple." That's just how my brain works. Is like once someone affirms me in one way, I have to then just defy what people tell me to do.
Well, she was also like, "Oh, you would do blue, so therefore."
And I think also
shouldn't
in
do
the
blue.
store, like it looked a little bit more dull, so I was like, I really want something just bright, crazy, because it's a scarf.
Yeah, a cashmere scarf. That's so fun.
Yeah, I just keep it on my purse, to be honest. So it does get a lot of use because it's like
It's a
a cute little thing.
You could let Carl wear it. It's his size.
Yeah,
He would
You
look
could wear
cute
it
in
as,
a
like,
little
a
scarf.
little-
Oh my gosh.
Have you never thought of this?
He doesn't deserve cashmere.
No.
Here you go, honeys.
That's fair. It does kind of
He
look
just
like
like
a
puts
cape.
up with what you do with him.
Put it on like a little
Oh, like this way?
Oh no.
It doesn't really. The corner doesn't quite.
It's like a cutie
You
little
could
dog
put it on
bandana.
like a little, like a hood, and it'll look like a grandma.
Dress up. I really want to make Carl a sweater at some point. No, that's perfect. It'll keep his ears warm. He gets such cold ears in the winter. What do you think, honey? Oh my gosh. I really want to make him a miniature porcelain sweater, so it'll have to happen at some point. Ooh.
Okay, this is my Venetian Tank by Northland. I used the fiber company Meadow, but I forgot I also held it with
Tin.
Isager
Oh no.
Trio 1 because the fiber coat was like so
I
fine.
like how it variegates like that.
I do
Two
too.
colors.
I do too.
Do you ever wear this?
I have never
No.
seen you wear this.
I have not worn it a day in my life.
You can tell by the crease lines in the folding
You know, it's
that it's
been folded so
stayed
nicely in my closet.
folded.
Thank you.
Should probably steam it before you wear
The
it.
thing is, I started knitting it in the springtime when I was like, oh my gosh, it's almost summer. I want to knit a summer thing. But I didn't have yarn for a summer thing, so I just knit this. And it knit up really fast, and I was really excited about it. But I don't think the cut is my style. And then also the fiber coat, like the Meadow, has like llama and wool in it. And I'm like, and then it was summer and it was hot. So it just wasn't very practical.
I feel like it'd be really cute over a long sleeve.
I've never tried that.
Like, you should try that this year.
Isn't it the same color as the vest you knit for Rebekah?
It is. It is.
They're pretty close, yeah.
That one with the flowers on it.
Mm-hmm.
Seems similar vibe.
Yeah.
But this one is a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Also, what's happening here? This is...
It's a keyhole. That's part of the pattern.
Okay.
For the back, not the front.
Not the front.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could
that
wear
would
in the
be
front.
weird.
And that would be kind
Yeah.
of interesting.
And then it's
I
got
feel like
a
you'd
little
unbutton
button.
it then and it'd be like...
Oh,
Ooh.
Wait, that might be kind of cute.
Wait.
That might be a
New
little
style?
bit risque for me.
Yeah. Very modest of you not to do that. And there's a little thing at the bottom.
Well, I think you should
I
wear
don't
it.
know.
The
If you
ribbing.
don't, I might steal
The
it.
ribbing.
Yeah, I don't. It just kind of stayed. I never thought about it, and so it never got put in rotation. You know, which is a shame.
Okay. This one.
This is my Sevilla Blouse by Petit Knit. And I used, what did I use? Cotton Merino in the color Ice Blue and this really fun yarn called
Was it Alino?
Alino. Yes.
I only know this because I just typed this up
Yeah, that's probably why.
2 days ago. It's fresh in my brain. Otherwise, I would not have known that.
Oh, by BC Garn.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes this very subtle, kind of like, it looks like ice, like this little subtle variation of color in it. And this is one of my favorite things I made this year, I would say. This color has become my favorite color. I don't love how I picked up the stitches on the neckline and the arms. It looks really sloppy and I could have done better, but I love wearing this. It's like, since it's cotton, you can wear it in the summer, wear it in the winter, and it's perfect.
It is bluer in person.
That's true. It is kind of giving
On
like
the camera,
white.
it looks a little white.
Yeah.
So you can't really see that.
Oh, it's just like icy blue. It's very pretty.
It's very pale blue. It's super cute. I like it.
It
It's
kind
a
of
little boat neck vibe.
It makes me want to knit a Sevilla blouse, but I don't really like a boat neck on myself.
Yeah, you should just borrow it for a little bit and see if you'll wear it.
We are sisters. You can take her clothes.
Because wasn't it on like 5mm needles?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a
Which in the thick
breeze.
of like summer knits, when you're like, these freaking 2.5mm fingering weight.
It's a great transition for fall. Yep.
Be cute on me.
I like
Maybe
the
I'll
boat
take
neck.
it.
All the
Just
ones
leave
that
here
don't
with,
fit us
like,
right
5
now, you'll just wear.
I am quite excited because I am not pregnant, so can take their
can.
clothes.
I have like
Looking
a
forward to
stack
it.
of jeans that she's gonna get to wear.
Love it. Talked about that one. What is left? Oh. This one.
Oh yeah. So this is my Pamona Vest by Northland. I use knitting for olive pure silk, held double, and yeah, it is just an all-over cable work vest, and yet again cutie buttons from Dandelion. I just love fun buttons. I think like 2 years ago, if you would have been like, would you put a fun button on? I'd be like, no, basic. Now I'm like, why wouldn't you put a fun button on
Well,
it?
when we go and shop at the yarn store and we see all these cute buttons,
Yeah.
it's like, I want to use them for something.
Right. And this was like the perfect color match for it. So
This one looks super like difficult to make.
thank you.
So that makes it extra cool because it's like, wow, that looks hard.
Mhm.
So if I saw you wearing this and you're like, oh, I made that, I'd be like, you are a professional knitter and this is your full-time job. Very impressive to me. I also love the color.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like a color I'd pick.
Yeah.
So that.
This one was, believe it or not, also stretching me out of my comfort zone to pick
We
mauve,
we made a chart of what colors we picked, and unsurprisingly, Elisa picked brown
for a lot of things.
for most. Yeah, that was her most used color.
Well, that was part of my baby knits. I knit a bunch of baby
suppose.
bear gift knits. They're all brown.
Which were also very cute.
They're really cute.
I've just seen like every
Brown
kid I
and
know
green.
wearing like a little bear hat.
It's Elisa's signature.
They're
It's
so
super
cute. Well, I just had this like brown cotton yarn. I was like, what can I
Yeah.
make with this?
All right,
Yeah.
Rebekah. Another very impressive pattern.
Yeah, so Elisa and I made the same one of this.
Oh.
So you can grab hers
Oh.
too. This is the Sandgrain Slipover. And it is by
Millistreka.
Oh yeah, Millistreka.
I think we said it with. I don't know how to do a Danish accent. So
Unfortunately, she no longer sells this pattern, so
it's quite.
I'm
sad.
sorry, but it no longer exists. Well, these these are our Copenhagen projects. We got the yarn from Copenhagen. It is a Danish yarn, Kjellholtz, in like a pure wool. So it's a little bit itchy, but in most situations we're wearing it over something. So
Yeah. Part of me wants to
It's gonna
reknit
bother
my
me.
neckline because I feel like it's a very high neckline that goes over my shirts.
I don't think it needs to be double.
No, it does not need to be double
It's
folded.
like super thick.
Yeah. I also don't know how mine got so like messy. I don't know if you can see it on here. But it is like all wiggly squiggly on the neckline.
Well, this was my first cable, and I had so much fun. I'm really excited to do another cable project, and it makes it just look so much more impressive. And
I love
it's
these
so much more
diamond cables on the
interesting.
front.
I'm really happy with these.
I think it was
Abby?
fun to have all sorts of different cables going on at the same time. As somebody who gets bored pretty easily with my knitting projects if they're too simple, I'm like, okay, the having something to do was fun.
Yeah. What's your hot take, Ab?
I also agree that this looks very impressive, and I love like this is a sweater that, or the pattern of it is a sweater that I'd be like, I'd pay big money for that. It would be too itchy and I'd never wear it.
Yeah.
So you can't really see it on the camera, but it's like fuzzy. Like you can see the fuzz coming off of it. That would really bug me. So
It would irk you.
please don't ever make me a sweater
Sure.
like with this pattern.
Duly noted, don't knit Abby something in an itchy wool.
Yeah, just so overstimulating.
Just cashmere.
Yeah.
Cashmere. I'm really bougie. You know, I'm just super high maintenance.
That's why we haven't made her that many things.
I've knit her one sweater and I used acrylic yarn because I was like, she's going to throw this thing in the dryer and felt it.
I didn't.
Now, I know. Now I'm
So
like, okay, she's
maybe I
proven her
should, though.
trustworthiness.
Because the acrylic, I should have trusted you and let you pick out the yarn. I made a bad choice.
It's
It was
okay,
my
it's okay.
fault.
Well, I was also, I think we made some errors with that.
It's two things.
Together? They're
Sure.
the same.
Yeah. Well, we'll just do them back to back. But
Okay.
this is the Northland Sweater that I made for my husband, Noah. He is the editor of our podcast, so he is very knit-worthy.
Very.
And this is such an iconic sweater. I feel like this yarn is so him. It's the Noro Madara yarn in the color yen, and he loves Japan, so that's fitting. I love how I have a little loose end here, but then you know it's the back, right? So it was super easy to knit, and I would recommend this pattern. I love Petit knit.
They're so easy.
And then I actually had leftover yarn for some reason because I can't do math. So I made the skirt. Is it the number one? Yeah, the skirt number one by my favorite thing knitwear with the soft silk mohair by Knitting for Olive that I had left over. So I used up a bunch of leftover yarn on this project. It's got like an elastic band that you knit inside. So you start here, then you just work your way down with a few increases. It's a really fun knit. Like I'm kind of happy I have it, but I've only worn it like maybe 2 or 3 times. So it's just hard to style, I would say. And I also once tried to wear both of these together. I was like, oh, wouldn't that be cool? And then it just looked like, it just looked a little funky. I don't know. Maybe because it's a men's size sweater. If it was like a cropped
skirt. Yeah.
I don't know. It could have worked. But It was a really fun pattern. Like the skirt was really fun to make.
Mm-hmm. And it only took you like a week or something, right? It
Yeah.
was really fast.
Mhm.
Oh, I think it's cute. I don't often think of knitting a sweater or a skirt.
Girl. Imagine. Never knitting a
Pregnancy
sweater.
brain.
It really do be like that.
Becca, what did you say that this yarn looked like or reminded you of?
Oh yes, it kind of looks like a carpet pad.
Cute.
So cute.
I really
you just
want to
wanna
wear
wear
that.
that?
way.
Yeah.
It seems warm. You
Yeah.
know, makes me think of warm. Also, with all the colors mixed in, you can really wear it with anything
True.
It's true.
because it's in the, you know,
It's just so
Yarn.
fun.
Yeah.
I love
I
that
love it.
yarn.
it looks great on Noah too.
I want to
so.
use that yarn again. So.
Can you buy it again?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not from some.
They got some really cool
Place that
colorways,
shut
like
down?
like a pinky purple color one.
You would
Or in
have fun with that.
browns. The browns are.
I'd
nice
have fun
too.
with that. My love.
Newest edition.
I'm gonna spoil it
perfect.
again. This is gonna be one of my favorites. This is the Artisane Cardigan by Sandgrain, and I just finished it last week to wear for Christmas, and it's perfect. I love it. It's so comfortable. It's so cozy. I used Bûches Le Lamb's Wool and the Le Petit Silk and Mohair, and it's so soft, and it feels like I'm just all snuggled up. And you know, like some things are kind of itchy. Not itchy at all. This was not itchy. Granted, it's also like not a high neckline, you know, so.
Right.
And more cutie buttons. These ones weren't as like
They're so
out there,
cute.
but I liked them.
Yeah, at first you were a little worried how deep the V was.
Yeah.
So now what do you think?
Well, at first I was worried because I was like, I have to wear it buttoned, but it actually looked
Mm.
fine unbuttoned. Like,
Mm.
I don't think it was
Mhm.
bad. So then I was fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it looked better unbuttoned actually? Because of how low
the
the
jury's
V
still
is?
out on that. Because the blocking like has them be very like it's like curved, and then I don't know. I feel like it's a very like sharp point when it gets to where the buttons are.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
This is the back for anyone who's curious.
It's got double moss stitch on the back and the
Not showing
sleeves. That was a lot. That's a lot of double moss stitch.
Yeah.
That hurts your hands after a while too.
This part seems boring. Did you do it first or did you do this first?
Well, you were supposed to do that first and then do them in panels and then piece it together. But I kind of did it all together because I didn't want to sew it together at the end.
Would you make another one? Like, is this a pattern that you're like, I want another one of those?
I don't know
think
what
it's
other
too
color I would
much.
want it in.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Abby was
Any
like,
color.
I really, really want one, maybe I would knit it again. Like I didn't mind the pattern, but I don't feel like I need another version of the same thing.
Okay.
Is it too close to your skin tone though?
I'm not that tan, so
I feel like it'd be
I'll never
good
be
in
that tan.
a like more fun color. Because it's a fun pattern.
But it's already a fun pattern.
Deserves a fun
Like,
color.
you're in a
Okay,
fun
what about
color.
this? Forest green. Wouldn't that be pretty?
That's not
so pretty.
outside of your comfort zone.
It's not. It's not.
You
I
could do
just-
this. This is doable.
I have a forest
That one
green.
is so beautiful, Alyssa.
Thank you.
I'm really
few.
happy for you that you have that.
Thanks. That was one. I think I've been looking at that pattern for like a year and a half, and I've just loved it. Nice reach. Wow.
We made it, guys.
Yay! The Venetian Tank by Sari Nordland. This is in her Summer Knits book. And it's a really great intro to lace. This was my first lace pattern. It's super fun. I feel like I wore it actually quite a bit just
Mhm.
because I like wearing fun colors in summer. I feel like when I'm tan, then I can pull off anything. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't like fun colors, because I'm never tan.
I used Line in the color, what was it?
I didn't put it on there.
No, you didn't.
It looks a little
okay.
more green than yellow.
Bright lime or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I think
bright.
that was right.
Mm-hmm.
So, that seems
I
like
just
bright
like
lime.
really needed to use that color. I saw it at the Dandelion and I'm like, I need this. That's normally how my knits start. It starts with this color that I'm like just obsessed with. Then I find it in a yarn and then I find something to make with that yarn. So
I think in the camera it doesn't look as pretty of a color. It looks a lot prettier in person. The fact that the intricacy is on both sides seems a little unnecessary. Just seems like
Yeah,
extra
he's
work
been
for no
done just, like,
reason,
stockinette.
but
Mm-hmm.
she's cute. Very cute. I would not have picked this color because I don't think I can rock this color at any point in the year. Rebekah can. She's a lot more confident.
But you also do get tan, so I think you could still pull it off. Even
Not
if,
now that I work
oh,
inside a building 5 days a week.
sad. Okay. So this is my Moby sweater. It's the same color as the Moby sweater baby that I made. So I made them matching.
Oh my gosh.
Super cute. I loved knitting up this pattern. It was just a very fun, I used Peer Gynt, and it's Petit knit, so it's like so easy to follow. The inside part is a mock cable, and that was a little bit confusing at first, but I think once I got the hang of it, I ended up making a couple of gauge swatches, so I got lots of practice with the mock cables. Yeah, I loved knitting this. It was a great piece to make.
Just cabling is so
Like,
impressive.
that's so fun.
Yeah.
I think I want to make one of those.
You should. It looks cool.
They're really
Except for
fun.
she took my color, so I don't know what color I do.
Rebekah, you can wear any color. We've been over this.
There are so many colors.
This was outside of her comfort zone again.
It really wasn't. This size is totally doable.
Well, she was gonna get a different color, and they didn't have enough of it, so she ended up with that
Yeah,
one because
I was gonna do a
they
cream.
had enough. So
Good thing you didn't, because this is so
Yeah,
fun.
that's
It is so fun. It is so fun, and I really liked it.
I think that one's your top.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
it's up there.
in the top 3 for sure.
Mhm.
I haven't worn it as much because I didn't make it as big as I wanted to. Like my gauge was not quite off, or whatever. My gauge was off, and it was not quite what I wanted it to be. So it's a little bit more snug than I thought it was going to be. Like I wanted it to be more oversized.
Yeah.
So, but it's still
But
cute.
good for like under a coat because
Yeah.
it's tight. With this one.
Ooh, I love that one. That is the Aurora Camisole by Northland. Also in her summer knits. That was the reason I bought the book, because I fell in love with this pattern. Just loved like just the simple detail of it, and it was really fun to make. So you make these just 4 triangles. It's reversible, and then you attach them all and just knit around down to the body and do a folded hem at the bottom.
Which looks really nice, by the way.
And then you make I-cord
Yeah.
straps. So super easy little knit that completed my summer. I only got to wear it like 1 or 2 times while it was still summertime, but not mad. Oh, and I used what did I use for yarn? Is it Line? No, it's Quince & Co. Willet.
Yeah.
It's kind of like not the most even yarn, but I think it looks good enough.
Yeah.
So it
Is that
will
one
probably
linen or
kill.
cotton?
It's cotton.
Perfect for summer.
Mhm.
Also very cropped. So
Also
We'll see
very
about that.
cropped. Yes.
Oops.
It seems really good for like putting over a swimsuit or something.
yeah,
Like that
Totally.
seems the vibe here.
Would you wear it, Abby?
I'm
It's
not
very
really
Rebekah.
into like this thin of a
Yeah.
strap vibe. Also, I don't think I've ever worn this color before in my life, so
So you say I need to go out of my comfort zone, and
Okay. Hey,
she's
you're
over
right.
here.
hey now, okay. I try my best. Okay, we're on to Elisa's last knit.
Yes. I really could have grabbed that for you.
No, but it's my job.
Like we're paying you to be here.
I wish. Paid in coffee.
You don't even like coffee.
Got paid in something I don't even like. I'll get
Oh
paid
my
in
gosh.
pastries later.
Sure. This is the Cloud Blouse by Petit Knit, and I used Biches Bûches, Le Cotton and Alpaca. I had to think about that. And it is like a cloud. It is very fun.
Can you say that word again?
Biches Bûches.
Biche bouche.
You should see how it's spelled, Abby.
Biche bouche.
We'll show you later, and you'll see
I
how
like that
you
word a
would
lot,
pronounce it.
Actually,
It's actually the 3 words.
I like whatever that is a lot.
Yeah. It's got this cute like rolled hem and collar and whatnot. And it's just very cozy. I think I nailed the like positive ease on this sweater. So it's now been what I've used to like figure out, okay, how much positive ease do I want on a sweater in the future if I want something to be oversized.
Yep.
I go off of what I did for this, so it's perfect.
It looks like an actual cloud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. My only complaint is that the wrists don't taper.
They do a little bit, but not a lot.
It just seems a little
Yeah.
loose.
Yeah.
But
it is also pilling.
maybe that's
a
the vibe.
lot.
That would be my issue with the sweater. Not that anyone cares, but
Because
Hot take.
you like to
Hot
like
take.
roll up your sleeves.
I do like to roll my sleeves, and I don't think you can in this.
You'd have to really put some
But
work
it's
into it.
super cute.
Thanks.
Yeah. Can you put that back? Thanks. Since I'm not getting paid.
Mm-mm.
All right, Rebekah's last knit.
The
Fan
star.
favorite, the star of the show.
This is the Fort Cardigan by Ozetta. And I found this magical yarn in Denmark. It is a Noro sock yarn that's silk and has this variation, these little flecks in it. Noro is really unique
Really
in
good with
that
the
way.
flecks.
So I got that yarn and then I held it with Fiber MacGyver soft, what is it called?
Surrey Silk Lace.
Surrey Silk, like I just love that yarn so much in the color blueness, and I'm obsessed with it. This was a very fun project. I was addicted all the way through. It's a little oversized, but that's okay. You know, I could use some oversized things.
Yeah,
Especially
you don't
now that you're
often knit
pregnant.
things oversized.
And the buttons.
And the buttons.
And the buttons.
I just thought, why not? You know, it's already crazy. So
I can't see them. Hold up.
little flowers.
I think they just go so well with the different flecks in this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how wide this is, guys. It's like one of those I could be wearing my baby in front
And
just
then still button it
still on
around.
top.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think it's super
I
cute.
love it.
It makes me want to knit a port cardigan.
It does kind of look like something a teacher, like a kindergartner teacher would wear. And that's just so cute.
Those are
I
good
love
vibes.
it. Blue's definitely Rebekah's color.
I agree.
Congratulations,
That
guys.
was
That
it.
was a lot.
It's a lot
was
of
all.
knitting that we just did.
Okay, speed run. Favorite knit of this year.
I think my most worn is my porcelain. I've worn that a lot. Granted, I've had 12 months to wear it, but I've worn it all throughout the winter, and it's just so nice to just throw on.
Most worn, I would say, is the Sevilla, just because I've had more time to wear it. But for sure, my port is my favorite.
I would say the same about my Artisane. Like next year, I'll say my Artisane is my most worn knit for sure.
But we've only had them for like a week, so
Yeah, but I've already worn it like 3 times. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll wear those a lot.
And then favorite that we made.
Yeah, favorite one to like knit up.
Favorite.
I would say the Moby was probably my favorite to knit up. It just felt very impressive. Like I felt very accomplished while I was working on it. Like just watching it come together. It was just such a fun process because again, petite knit patterns are so well written. She's very good at what she does. So there was no like hiccups along the way with it.
I would say the Sandgrain. I feel like cabling is so fun,
Mm-hmm.
and I really need to make something else cabled.
Yeah.
So
Good thing we talked about this. Opening up your eyes to.
yes.
What's your least favorite one to wear?
I'd have to say my Venetian Tank because I actually have not worn that at all.
True. Well, that's fair.
But maybe I will next summer.
I would have to say probably the skirt #1, just because I don't know, it's really formal, really warm.
Not a lot of occasions to wear a very warm skirt.
But it's
too.
also short, so you still need to wear like tights. So
Yeah.
if it's cold out, But it is really kind of iconic.
For the
Least favorite
occasion
one.
you wore. Least favorite pattern?
Well, my least favorite process to knit was the Tessellated Vest. I think it was a well-written pattern. Like it was nothing against the designer, but it was bottom up, and it just was long. It was a long process with mosaic knitting. It takes twice as long.
I would actually say the least favorite was the Georges, because doing mohair only on metal needles is kind of a challenge.
Yeah.
And it would get tangled really easily. The finished object is amazing though. So yeah, and I also didn't enjoy making it on the day of her wedding. So I was like, I hate doing this.
on the day of my sister's wedding.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna do another just mohair
Yeah.
object.
I don't think I would either.
I'll say my favorites because everyone cares. My favorite of Elisa's is probably the Moby. Yep. Just pretty. Really pretty. And my favorite of Rebekah's.
I know, she's got too many good ones. Too many good options.
This one just has a lot of good memories because it was for my wedding. I know you literally just said that you hated it, but
No. She
No, I
said she
hated
didn't like.
hated knitting it. I really like it. Otherwise, honestly, the one you knit for Noah.
Mhm.
It's something I would probably wear myself
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't
That's good.
Noah's.
Yeah.
So those are my favorites for those who care.
I'm also curious, is there anything that you've like learned from this year or like takeaways?
Well, I would say that I love knitting. So, and I'm not going to stop. I think being a whole year into a hobby is like, it's cemented in. Definitely need to do more cabling.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing more fun colors. I think every time I make those kind of choices, I love it so much. So,
That's funny
How
because
about
I'm
you?
like, oh, my fun color ones I didn't wear so much. I think we kind of talked about this in our last podcast, but being intentional with the projects that we're gonna make and not letting things just be like impromptu or like spur of the moment, but really like pausing to think like, am I actually gonna wear this, or am I just like really excited about this right now in this moment? But the projects that like we thought about well in advance and like wanted to make, then were ones that I actually like a lot more. So
yeah.
but
Well,
yes, being like 3 years into a hobby, I am stuck. I'm knitting forever.
Well, thanks for joining
Next
us
time.
today. Made it through.
Impressive.
Had no idea how long this would take us. So,
If you watch it all, thank you very much. We
yes,
appreciate
you
it.
made it this far.
Good job.
Tell us your favorites
Yeah.
of what we made. That'd be
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Or like what your favorite project was that you knit, or things that you learned this year from knitting. It's always fun to hear from you guys on what your perspectives are as well.
And let me know if you want me to come back.
Thanks
Thanks for having me, guys.